was on IG, y'all. Melanie was on IG. And she was like, you know that song, it's giving boss, bitch. It's giving boss, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, like, it's giving dumb, bitch. Woo, y'all get on this Instagram acting like y'all lives are this type of way. And y'all, we saw with Portia too, honey. Y'all get on these reality shows, y'all. That's the real shit. You up there trying to act like it's this type of way on Instagram. You, Melanie about a lonely ass bitch with a bag of money, if I ever seen one. You know, and it ain't nothing else, so we can go past all excuses and be talking about how he did this, she did, bitch. That don't got shit to do with the kids. That don't have shit to do with the kids. Put your big girl panties on, bitch, and act the fuck accordingly. That's all the fuck you gotta do, okay? It ain't about your ass you just made. On top of that this nigga don't even want you. He ain't want you when he was in the fucking house. You know what I'm saying? And now, y'all, he's still running around with this bitch, Ariana, and he said in the reunion, it's probably why you really mad, bitch, is because he said in the reunion, because Carlos King asked him, if you had met Ariana before you met her, would you even have messed with Melanie? He was like, no. Okay, so he don't even fuck with you, bitch. And that's why you're mad. He didn't want you then, he don't want you now. And essentially, bitch, you didn't even leave him. He left you because he wouldn't stop messing with Ariana, bitch. You had no choice. Okay, honey? Because he would not stop. Okay, honey? So, yeah, honey, y'all need to get it together with this bitch because she's trifling. And on top of that, she did a rack of shit with Destiny and blocking this bitch money. You trifling. You really went and ran your goddamn mouth to a bitch to have her pull out from Destiny knowing she was going through that shit. That man had left her with an infant and everything. We gonna get back on my notes and I'm about to talk about this shit right now because this bitch is trifling. Like, you really went to another bitch talking about Destiny real bad to the point this bitch pulled out, you know, and said she didn't even want to make no money with her, and knowing that the man had left your goddamn friend with a fucking infant, you know what I'm saying, and then took money out of her child mouth just to spite her ass. Like, you a trifling ass bitch. That bitch is trifling, y'all, and I'm telling y'all, this bitch don't care about nothing but her goddamn self. And then you the same bitch talking about how she's talking about you to somebody, bitch, you always talking about somebody to somebody else. Like, you always talking about somebody. Then you sit up here and talk about the girl just like I said to her and made her lose money. So what the fuck is really going on? And don't nobody care about all that other tick for tack shit. Oh, because she was talking about me in the room and when we was at the reunion, she was doing this and talking about me. Don't nobody care about none of that shit because you took goddamn money out of a child's mouth when you knew this man left her. So now we talking, bitch. We ain't got to talk about nothing else, about no tick for tack bullshit because you some shit. Okay? And then you look like you got rocked when your shit got pulled because Destiny sat right at that goddamn table and was like, you know what? Yeah, she told me, a friend of a friend told me basically, bitch, that you was talking about me. You know, and your face dropped and you look sick. That's what you look like. So, y'all, I can go on for days about this bitch, y'all. I do not like her. And she's so busy trying to tell all around town about somebody else how somebody else is, and it's her motherfucking ass. She is the root of all this shit going on. All this shit. Everything from Destiny and Tisha not wanting them to be friends, trying to come in the middle of that. From Destiny, this lady not working with her because of, you know, you running back telling her all y'all business and all this shit. You should have kept your goddamn mouth closed. From putting that shit in Tisha's head about her man is cheating on her, you know what I'm saying, about the 20 women. You was over there sizing to Martell about it at the time because your motherfucking shit was about the same and he was going in with it and that's what happened because Tisha even said in this episode, yeah, she know that it was somebody in Martell's ear telling him to say the shit. You know, so it was you, bitch, and you are the common denominator of all this shit, you know? So, yeah, y'all, moving on because this bitch is treacherous. So, anyway, y'all, next thing, you know, I gotta calm down because I be getting mad about this shit. You know, like, she do too much and everybody always looking at her like, oh, yeah, she wouldn't do this, making all these fucking excuses. Like, y'all call the kettle black. What the fuck is y'all so scared of? That y'all act like this bitch the big bad monsters out here in somewhere. If the bitch wrong, she wrong. It's nothing wrong with saying somebody is wrong. But maybe you the same type of bitch. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's why you probably ain't got no man. You gonna be left off just like this bitch because nobody wants no bullshit like Melanie. Hey everybody, it's your girl Sassy Shantice. I'm coming back with another video. Yes, honey, back with another one. Girl, y'all get into this 4th episode, okay, of Love and Marriage Huntsville, baby, okay? We are here. We are at the 4th episode, okay? And yeah, honey, this shit is getting real telling, okay? Because Melanie, girl, Okay, honey, yeah, you doing too much. And I've been told y'all that this bitch do too much. Like, everybody giving her too much credit because, you know, we gave her a lot in the beginning because, you know, she seemed like really down to earth and nice and like she was business-wise and everything. But y'all, she's the root of a lot of bullshit. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and say, you know, so if y'all don't, you know, like what I'm about to say about Melanie, you can fucking extra stage left right now because, yeah, your girl about to go the fuck in. Because, yeah, she did too much and this bitch ain't right. Let's get into it because this episode, I love how they exposed this bitch. And they really did expose her, okay? So, y'all, the episode starts off with Tisha and Kiki. And they're still having their little, you know, shenanigans go on about, yeah, she's upset at Tisha about still the fact that she told Melanie her business. You know what I'm saying? And Tisha, you know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, like, I don't know, just get a bit something else back, like a little bit more something back. You know, Tisha is basically trying to apologize to her and you're not doing a good job. You know, it's very cold. You know, you just like, okay, well, I apologize, but we went over this for like the 12th time. Like, yeah, and I keep like your apology is mixed in with a bunch of bullshit and it's just not making your cousin feel like you mean it, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So why don't you try a little bit of sincerity? Okay, why don't you try just saying to her, you know what? I am so sorry, like I said in my last video. I'm so sorry that you feel this way. Tone it down in your voice or whatever, you know, and try to fix your face and try not to seem so irritated. That's what we got to do as adults. You know what I'm saying? And just give this bitch something back and be like, you know what? I do apologize for how you feel. And, you know, I did not know that I was hurting you in this way. You know what I'm saying? And I really didn't think it would get back to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, be honest. Because I really was trying to look out for two very close friends. You know what I'm saying? And that was the point of me doing it. The point of me telling her your business was not to hurt you. It was to protect some other people from things. And you know what I mean. So I want you to feel comfortable in the fact that I am sorry. And I wholeheartedly apologize to you because I don't want to hurt your feelings. And that's the last thing that I want to do because we're cousins. You feel me? But this bitch can't do it. She's so irritated at shit. And here, I just think for real, at the end of the day, they just need to go their separate ways because this is never going to work. You're dealing with one person who's going to be very passive, you know, and that's the thing. She's very passive with her cousin, you know what I'm saying? But you up there willing to work it out with bitches you don't even know, you know what I'm saying? You all pressed to be Kimmy's friend, you know what I'm saying? You pressed to be Destiny's friend, which is cool by me. I want the bitch to be friends with her, you know what I'm saying? Because they seem like they mesh, but you wouldn't be giving all this to Melanie or Kimmy. Like, you wouldn't be giving none of this to none of them. So why are you being so, like, as a matter of fact with her? You know, it's just, and it's crazy because y'all are cousins, you know, but just like Kimmy said, you know, they've been going through this type of shit for years, and yeah, this is just how it goes between them. Sometimes you got to look at it from another person's point of view, you know what I'm saying? Just put yourself in their shoes, you know, and I just think that Tisha put herself in her husband's shoes, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody that she loves shoes, if he did, let's say he committed infidelity on you, Tisha, you know what I'm saying? And then he could say, bitch, I told you, I apologize, I don't know what else you want me to say. You would want more from your husband, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that is your husband, but at the end of the day, that's your cousin, you know what I'm saying? So you could be giving her a little bit more, but you choosing not to do that, and that's on y'all, you know? But at the end of the day, that's what I would do. So Tisha asked Kiki, y'all, you know, could you not, you know, mention me, you know, in conversation with other people when I'm not there, you know, to defend myself? And Kiki was like, yeah, I can do that, I understand, yes. Like, off the break, and that's how you supposed to be. It shouldn't be all this back and forth, making excuses, all this other shit, and I think Kiki handled it a good way. Then, y'all, there's a whole nother side to this thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I get Tisha's side, too. Kiki was like, you know what? We both need to move past this, you know what I'm saying? And Tisha was like, I already have. Like, I thought we moved past it when we said we was. You know what I'm saying? Like, you keep bringing it up, and you the one who not moving past it. I've been moved past it. I'm over it. Like, I don't even talk about it. I had that going for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the person said that they was over it, and, you know, everything is just not over for them. You know what I'm saying? And they keep harboring feelings behind something that I may have said to them, and yeah, they just not getting over, but they saying they getting over, but then next thing you know, they got another problem with me. You know what I'm saying? And then they bring that shit back up. Like, so it's just keep accumulating, and the person never get past because they harboring feelings about it, and they won't let the shit go. You know what I'm saying? So I totally understand where Tisha's coming from. Bitch, let it go. You know what I'm saying? So either way, like, I don't know. I really don't know whose side to choose on that, but I can see both sides, to be honest. I really, really can. Okay, y'all, so Martell goes to see Marcel, okay? And this part, y'all, epic, you know, and I have been preaching this the whole time, and people been coming for me in my comments. I really don't give a fuck. You know, I'm never going to change, but I think because those were my thoughts, and it's continue to be my thoughts, girl, that this bitch was wrong for not letting her kids go to their own book signing. Like, what type of shit is that? You know what I'm saying? And we can go on and on about it, but I'm not. Okay, because Marceau already clapped that shit up, and that's the fuck right. It was right what he said. So Marceau asked Martell, y'all, okay, girl, yeah, how was the book signing? And Martell was like, well, you know, it went fine. He was like, well, how was the turnout? And he was like, yeah, she didn't bring the kids. You know, and he genuinely looked hurt. You know, and if anybody didn't see that this man was hurt, he really was hurt. But if you were the type of bitch and you still like, man bashing and shit, bitch, then go right ahead. And that's probably why you ain't got no fucking man now. Okay, so yeah, honey, we'll just let this shit go. Anyway, and it's about the kids. So Marceau was like, what? His face, y'all, dropped. Like, he was like, are you serious? And y'all know Marceau ain't never at a loss for words, okay? And y'all know he's always going to tell it like it is. He was like, but that was the kid's book signing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm just like, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But everybody making up all these fucking excuses for this bitch because they still stuck in the past of who they thought this bitch is. You know what I'm saying? Like, this bitch is some trash, okay? And she too caught up on trying to make a coin, and she don't give a fuck about nobody around her, not even her goddamn kids, okay? And so, yeah, he was just like, wow, you know, and he was in this confessional saying, like, dang, he was like, you know, if the kids had a book signing, you know, and they was excited about it, like, you support your kids on that, you know, and he was just basically like, but this, okay, is the prime example of using your kids as a pawn, okay, and when you use your kids as a pawn, they are the ones end up getting crushed, okay, so, yeah, so anyway, they're sitting there, and he even telling Marceau, yeah, and, she won't even answer the phone. Look at this bitch. Like a little ghetto ass hood bitch. This is who she is. And y'all taking up for. So he was like, yeah. And she don't answer her phone and everything. And the emails. And then he was like, what emails? My son was like, hey, bitch, he has to try to email this bitch because she's that damn mad that a nigga don't want her ass. Okay? And he want to see his kids. And she know that that's the one thing that's going to hurt him. It's not the fact that you done moved on, bitch. It's not even the fact that, you know, we ain't together. It's the fact that I want to see my goddamn kids and you won't let me and you're mad. Okay, so yeah, she's trying to hurt him in that way, and that's what's going on, y'all. So yeah, they start having conversation about, you know, if Martell is trying to ask Marceau, you know, do you think I could get back into business with y'all? And he was just like, you know, I don't know. I basically got to see about what Tisha thinks because, yeah, she owns some of the shares and everything. And he was like, and then Marceau was like, you know what, Will, I just need to know, you know, I really want to know. He was saying like he really wanted to know from Marceau, like, how do you feel about me, you know, coming into the business? And he was like, well, I feel it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I feel it's cool. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm not going to take out of my kid's mouth or my mouth or my wife's mouth if, you know, something was to come along like everything that he's done. So Marceau ended up agreeing. And I was glad to help Marceau out to go ahead and do Melanie's Salon Suites. And that'll be a little joint venture that they can do together just to test the waters. You know what I'm saying? Because at one time they worked really well together. And Tisha was like, yeah, one time, you know, Martell is a really good businessman and Marceau is a really good businessman. And they bounce off of each other. You know, one person needs another person for one thing and another person needs another person for another thing. So they work really well together. And yeah, so he was like, yeah, we can do that. And so he was glad. So let's try to be positive in this situation and not keep on trying to run with. I hate that people keep running with, you know, oh, he trying to do the third, she trying to do the 10. Ain't nobody thinking about your ass. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. And my husband was like, baby, why do everybody keep thinking that, you know, he thinking about her ass because a nigga don't give a fuck at this point. She's out of the house. I said, that's what I said. Don't nobody give a fuck about her. She trying, oh, you just got to put people in your place. Bitch, you couldn't put him in his place when he was there. You couldn't even get him home. You couldn't even get him to come home every night. This whole situation with Melanie is she's trash. She really is. People looking up to her like she's something and she wrong as fuck. But it's probably them motherfuckers who think like her, and that's what it is. Any of y'all who think like this bitch, you're doomed. So Martell brings up to Marceau that he's going to have a wine tasting in Atlanta, you know. So he plays around about the little trip thing and everything. Oh, yeah, like the pitch. And Marceau was like, okay, girl. You know what I'm saying? And off the break, Marcel is like, no, I'm just kidding. You know, it's going to be very positive, all positive vibes. And Anderson, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be in the club, in the lounge and everything. And Marcel was like, okay, it's fine if it's in the lounge or in the club. I know how to, maintain who I am when I'm in the club, so that's fine. And I'm thinking to myself, exactly, we grown out in these streets. We don't have to be worried about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably why he hasn't had anything on him, because he knows how to act accordingly. You know what I'm saying? In the club, in the lounge, wherever you are. Yeah, Marcel was like, no, I'm good. I can go if that's where it is. You know what I'm saying? So Marcel asked Martell, as they leaving out, yeah, how long is it for? And, he like, well, it's the weekend. He be like, okay, I'll be there. And I'm like, girl, first of all, honey, okay, you did not ask your wife, okay? And then I thought, I was like, you know what? He ain't going to ask his wife because, bitch, you already went to Africa, okay? Like, going to, Atlanta, that's just like going to the store or something like that. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I'm about to go get a soda. I'll be back. That's all that is. So, yeah, he ain't tripping off the Tisha and acting it up because he going to do him regardless. So, Maurice and Kimmy, y'all, they are so cute. You know what I'm saying? And they sitting there and they like me and my husband. Like, she was giving him the lowdown on everything that happened. You know what I'm saying? Verbatim. She had the little attitude with it. She was going in about everything. She was being very specific, precise about everything that happened. And yeah, like, this is her girlfriend. They really sitting there rapping. You know what I'm saying? So I was really feeling this conversation. And y'all, I think Maurice deserves an Oscar nominee for the way he was giving up. Y'all know how you be talking to somebody about something and they be giving you all the faces, like he was doing exactly what my husband be doing. Like, she was like, yeah, and because I was on the phone, I was sitting there, and she just, really gave us a picture of what, was going on. Like, you could totally see what Kimmy was going through before Tisha had called her. And I was like, I know that's right, Timmy, give it to us, girl. And she was like, yeah, telling Maurice, yeah, because I was sitting there watching TV. I'm like, okay, girl, okay, but you had some skinny pop with you, girl. Like, damn, what was you doing, Kimmy, when this bitch called? Because we was on the TV watching y'all, girl. Okay? And so she was like, yeah, and I was sitting there, and then all of a sudden, I hear all this yelling, and she's talking to Kiki and everything, and at the same time, Maurice is like, making all the caved in eyebrow. I said, oh my God, he looked just like my husband, like giving it up. You know when you telling somebody something and they be giving you all of that back, like all of the emotion, And he was like, what? No. What? And it was just like so dramatic. I said, go ahead, Maurice. And I caught it all, okay? They was zooming in on Maurice because Maurice was giving up shows, honey, okay? So basically, she was saying how, yeah, he was like, well, did she not want the golden question? This is what niggas do, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is what niggas do, y'all. They will sit there and listen to you, okay? And then they will ask the golden question, okay? What is the point to this shit, okay? This is what he was doing, and I loved it. So Kiki didn't want Tisha talking to you. Is that what we're getting at, And she's like, yeah, basically that's what it was. She felt like, she was out there talking to me instead of talking to Kiki about it, So, yeah, that's basically what it was. And I was thinking to myself, well, it was more to it than that. But it really wasn't, because this bitch, Kimmy, had already hung up when she came outside to get Tisha. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's all that would happen as far as Kimmy's concerned, because she went on hung up. Was like, bitch, I don't got no time for this, okay? And I'm sitting here on Instagram, okay, girl, eating my skinny pop, you know what I'm saying? About to probably try to watch Netflix, but I can't get the fuck off of TikTok, you know what I'm saying? And y'all bitches calling me, okay? And I really don't have time for the shenanigans because I'm all up in my world, okay? So yeah, I just had to hang up with y'all bitches because y'all doing too much. Y'all hit me another time when y'all can get it together, girl, because we not going through all that today. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was that on that. So basically, y'all, Maurice lets her know that, her and Wanda, Kiki and Wanda and Tisha gonna have to have a conversation. And yeah, I really don't think you want to get in the middle of that, girl. And Kimmy looked scared. She was like, I'm not trying to get in the middle of that, And just like Maurice said, no, bitch, you in the middle of it. They're gonna make you be in the middle of it. Yes, girl, they already tag teamed your ass. You got any because Tisha called you down that block, so yeah, bitch, your name is already in it. Okay, so yeah, you already in it, and I feel bad for you, Kimmy. You just need to be like, soon somebody say something, you don't even give no size, just listen. You know what I'm saying? And just agree a little bit, but don't say too much. So Destiny, y'all, okay, is meeting Maurice for like a business type of meeting, and yeah, y'all, it turns like unprofessional, like off the break, and I'm just like, okay, girl, this is not business. You know what I'm saying? But I was glad to hear, what was going on, because we didn't hear much about Destiny last year, and we hear a lot now, basically, she's trying to get, like she said, she needs a village to help her now because her finances are all over the place, she's telling Maurice, you know, she gives him a big old folder, and she like, look, help me, you know what I'm saying? Because my credit basically is not where it was when I first got Madani her business. And she got like some type of hair beauty supply business or whatever. And yeah, I just need some help. She was like, basically, when I got divorced, you know, we're still both own the house. We still both own the house, and I'm trying to get his name off it. So it'll just be my house. And, you know, I still got to pay all these bills, you know? And I'm like, God damn, like he left her with a house note, you know, the bills to go with it. And, you know, her credit's messed up, you know, and she still got a baby to feed and everything like that. So y'all need to watch out for these niggas. They trifling. Like, I don't understand how you could, like, it's two sides to a story. And, you know, at the end of the day, like, I can't speak about LeBaron, I think this is his name, but, you know, from what it looks like, that's wrong. Like, you ain't even set her up to be, you know, in no type of better situation before you left, like, or anything, that you just really, like, pick up and leave, like what she said. Like, that's crashing, you know, and then be looking at your child, you know, and hoping for a better life and all this other stuff, and just to try to make it and everything. She was like, too, her business, you know, was going down, and she really can't uphold her business. She using her personal finances to keep a hold of her business, you know, and she was just like, you know, she had to get on welfare and everything. And then Madani was going down because, you know, she couldn't pay her workers, and, you know, for to be there when she couldn't be there because she got an infant and she got to stay at home. Like, God damn, like, Destiny went through a lot, y'all, and I feel for her. And then he was asking her about, you know, what's going on with her and Melody, and she was basically like, look, you know, she told me that, you know, it was cool for me and Tisha to be friends, and now, you know, she basically saying she her enemy, Tisha is her enemy, and, you know, she's mad that we're friends. And he asked, you know, well, knowing what you know now that she's her enemy and she felt like that, would you still be Tisha's friend? She was like, well, if she would have told me that was her enemy then yeah, I probably wouldn't have tried to get close to her or open up to Tisha like that, you know. But she specified, she said, you know, well, I'm gonna let you be the judge of that relationship. It's okay by me. Like, this is all the shit that Melanie said. So now that they're friends, bitch, what you thought it was gonna work between them? You thought it wasn't gonna work? So you gave her the go and the okay to do it, but then now that she friends, you got a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Fake ass bitch. So on top of that, that's what grown people do. Grown people should know how to have relationships. And if you don't like a relationship that your friend had, you need to be able to separate the two. You know what I'm saying? You have to be grown in that way. Like, is that even normal for somebody to think that, oh, everybody fuck with you, fuck with me? Because don't nobody really fuck with nobody, y'all. You know, and I don't know, like, for real, y'all, it's a lot of youngins on my channel and everything, and y'all need to know, because I be telling my sons, they 20 and 21, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know, don't nobody fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You might have one good friend. You know what I'm saying? So why the fuck do you think that everybody supposed to be on your team, some ops and what she say? Melanie, oh yeah, because if you ain't running for me like a village, then you know you a fucking op. Bitch, what? You not in high school. You not 20 and 20. You ain't even 30. Talking about some ops and running a village for you. Bitch, who fucking running a village? You got a village of goddamn kids. Why don't you take care of them instead of trying to make a bitch be there for you and be down for you like we in fucking high school? Don't nobody need no goddamn friends, and they not pressed for no friends. Only you. But you up there still trying to act like somebody thirsty wanting your friendship. Bitch, don't nobody really want your friendship no more. And that's why you mad, because ain't nobody tripping off your ass. Okay? So yeah, y'all, I could go on about this bitch, because whoo! She's a fucking irritant. She really is. Because to try to make somebody out like they fucked up and you fucked up, y'all, that's wrong. And Maurice even said so. Basically, she holding you to a standard that you ain't know nothing about. Yeah, that's what it is, because this bitch don't know how to open up her mouth. It's really nothing to open up her mouth about, because it's no way you can come out your mouth and say that to a bitch. Yeah, well, no, I really don't want you to be her friend because I'm not friends with her either. Okay, that's like my 12-year-old daughter in the fucking 7th grade, acting like that. That's how 7th graders act, you know. Well, we not her friend, I'm not her friend either. Like, we girl, get a goddamn life. People don't act like that in the real world. That is so dumb and so fucking needy. It is. Destiny is upset, you know what I'm saying, because she like, you know, and this really like damn near brought me to tears, because, and I was glad that she had Tisha as a friend. I really was, you know, because she really had real tears. He was like, well, you know, your friends with Tisha. And she was like, yeah, she was like, you know, my one friend that I thought I had, I really wanted to call her the other day because I was going through some shit and I couldn't call her. And Maurice was like, well, who did you call? And she was like, Tisha. And I was like, wow, y'all got chills. I said, yeah. And just like Maurice said, and I said it out my mouth, there go your friend right there. There go your friend right there, because at the end of the day, this is the bitch who was there. She's there right now. She's not worrying about all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she ain't do this, she ain't do that. All that shit is squad. Just like when me and my sisters go through stuff, because I got 3 sisters. And, you know, we be beefing. For real. You know what I'm saying? And the minute something go on with one of our kids, or our mother, our father, or somebody in the family, or something serious with one of them, like, we back on it like ain't nothing fucking happened. You feel me? Like, but this bitch can't do that. She like, oh, you ain't fuck with me, so I don't fuck with you, and that's it. And Melody don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. And that's why she's alone, and she's going to be alone, because nobody on this show right now, y'all, is friends with this bitch, okay? She even got to be friends with Stormy. That's who she really belong with, this dumb bitch Stormy. That's who she really belong with, because, yeah, Tiffany's is going to get winged out pretty soon, because this bitch is grown. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how long that's going to last. You know, they say the show stays they friends and everything, but I really don't know how long that's going to last, because them 2 different bitches, okay? Tiffany is going to keep it real every single time. Yes, she was fake in the beginning, but Tiffany, honey, bitch, you ain't got nothing on Tiffany, Melody. Like, nothing, nada, okay? So, yeah, sooner or later, that's going to be over, okay? Because this bitch going to feel like you not there for her and all this other shit. So, yeah, y'all, moving on. We can go on and on. But y'all know what my husband said about Melody, because I be making him watch it now, because I be wanting him to, you know, unfold some of this shit as a male, you know? And I was like, baby, what you think about her? And he was like, she just seemed like some type of bitch you need a bunch of bitches around, like yes bitches. And I'm like, I said, damn, that's what Martell said. That's exactly what Martell said. Like, yeah, she wanted Destiny to be a yes bitch, and Destiny wasn't having it. You know, so as long as you keep, you know, agreeing with this bitch and going with what she wants you to do, then it's fine. We got a friendship. You know what I'm saying? She wants to, it ain't even really no friendship to Melody. It's a dictatorship. You know, that's what it is. So, yeah, I was like, wow, you know, and that's when he saw it, you know, and just like you said, too, she's very cold. So I agree with Maurice. You know, she need to forge a, you know, friendship with Tisha and keep that going, because, yeah, God bless you with a new friend. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, you being real blessed right now as far as knowing all of them, you know, and like, you know, Destiny I think she said, you know, why should I end my friendship with Martell when I got all these other people around me, you know, for me? Like, she got a team of people about to get her back on track, and then you can't do shit for her, Melton. You up there trying to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, because this nigga basically left you, you know what I'm saying? And you can't do nothing for her. But the point about it is, Martell is a friend to her. Because of Martell, she know all these people. You know what I'm saying? They're going to continue to work with her. So at the end of the day, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, the rain has passed. It's sunny outside. It's a better day for you. You went through all that bullshit. You know, pushed the bad seeds out of your life. You can see exactly who is who. You know what I'm saying? The Baron is no longer, you know what I'm saying? Melanie is no longer, just like she told the bitch, bye, bitch. I'm going to pray for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see you from a distance. Peace. Because you don't need this bitch. Like, it's no reason. It's a new day, girl, okay? And like Scarface said, the world is yours, honey. You don't need that bitch. You don't need her at all. So Tisha is basically, you know, telling Marceau, you know, yeah, I want my mother to follow up after you in the lounge, and I want her to, you know, manage the kitchen and all this stuff. And yeah, we got to really like pick her up and see, you know, make sure that she's good and everything. And I'm thinking to myself, and my husband laughed when I said, I was like, you know what? Marceau is not responsible for picking your mother's life off the ground. Like, he's just not. Like, why is he responsible for that? And how come your mother don't have more than that by now? Like, I don't know, y'all. Like, you're not retired, bitch. You look like you in your 60s. Like, what have you been doing with yourself? That you interfering in your child's marriage and making this man give you all this type of money? They can't even get out the small-ass house. That's what they said. Small-ass houses they in now, and they supposed to be giving you something? Like, for real, like, I don't know, y'all. My mother retired, been retired since she was in her 50s, early 50s. And, yeah, she be outside in her garden in the morning, fucking with the flowers and plants and shit. She don't be doing all that. Bitch, she about to be working in a food truck and in the kitchen and all that, girl. That's too much. I'm not going to be doing that, y'all. That's why I'm on here, sitting on here talking my shit, okay? Because I'm not going to be doing no OT work in my 60s. I'm not doing it, you know? And that's just the fuck it. So I just thought that real quick, like, Wanda, you got a lot of motherfucking mouth and you need some money from me. Like, girl, yeah, he's not responsible for that. I just don't think he's responsible for that. But yeah, Marcel is a good man. He loves his wife and he gonna get a bitch what she wants. So Marcel tells Tisha, basically what him and Martell was talking about, that he wants to buy back into the business. And she's like, okay, I don't know. Like, it's a trust issue for me. You know what I'm saying? She agreed with him. She said, like I said in the beginning of this video, yeah, he's a good, businessman. Y'all work very well together, But at the end of the day, it's a trust thing for me. You know what I'm saying? And she ended up agreeing to them doing the Destiny thing, a small venture, them doing the salon suites of Destiny Salon Suites and everything. But she was just like, I really don't know about, him investing back, buying the company, buying it to the company, because, what he went through with, Melanie. Listen to her, y'all, and we see, if y'all really look into this, because I really rewinded it and saw that Tisha was basically saying, like I mentioned, that, yeah, it was Martell saying that it was the 20 women that, Marcel was fucking with and everything, but it was really Melanie who was the one telling him to say it, because Tisha was like, you know what, and I understand that basically a certain person was in his ear about it. You know what I'm saying? So she was the one egging this nigga on to do it, and he was probably, rightfully so, wanting to go ahead and do it, so to make his wife proud of him, because he was already in a dark corner with cheating with Ariane. So yeah, he had to go along with it, and even if he didn't want to go along with it and he was crabs in the barrel, then that's fucked up too. But the main point about it was, Tisha really said that really it was Melody at the beginning of that shit, and because she said Martell did come apologize and was like, look, basically that wasn't me, and it wasn't, because we got clips from when he was saying it wasn't him, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I mean, she got a problem. She was just like, basically, even though he admitted that, he apologized, he admitted that, yeah, that was mostly Melanie. She ain't say no word. We all know who the fuck that was. She was like, somebody, we all know that it was Melanie, and she was basically saying, yeah, it's a trust issue there, because he still went along with it, and they really could have ruined her marriage. And y'all, that's why, not to start on this bitch again, but I'm serious, y'all, she is the root of everything, because this is why Melanie is mad at Tisha, because Tisha pulled her fucking car, bitch. She said, you are trying to ruin my marriage, and you was doing that. That's exactly what you was doing. So you was mad because she pulled your car, bitch, and then second, it ain't work, okay? Because there is no receipts to say that this man was actually cheating, and they're still together. You probably really mad at that because they're still together. So you can't stand Tisha for all of these reasons that I just mentioned above, honey, okay? So yeah, that's the problem, okay? So yeah, this bitch, I told y'all, she is the root of a lot of shit, okay? And looking back, I know she probably like, damn, I really wish they don't air all this shit, And then, y'all, she was on IG, y'all. Melanie was on IG. And she was like, that song, it's giving boss, bitch. It's giving boss, And I'm thinking to myself, like, it's giving dumb, bitch. Woo, y'all. Y'all get on this Instagram acting like y'all lives are this type of way, and y'all, we saw with Portia too, honey, y'all get on these reality shows, y'all, that's the real shit. You up there trying to act like it's this type of way on Instagram, and you, Melanie about a lonely ass bitch with a bag of money, if I ever seen one. Okay, because don't nobody want that ass. And did y'all see what happened with Portia? She got all over Instagram. She's still on Instagram. I fuck with Portia, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? She's a fun girl. The bitch shape is off the chain, and she do the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Bitch be dressing. She got a little swag. All that shit. I love to watch her. I ain't even gonna lie. And if she had another show, I'll review that shit. You feel me? But I'm always gonna tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? And this bitch be acting a certain way on Instagram. Then she go on a reality show acting crazy, going off on her boyfriend in front of her goddamn man, like she don't still love him. So yeah, y'all, these bitches be one other way on Instagram, then they be a whole nother way into their life, and we can see exactly how you think, girl, and how you think is childish. So I'm just gonna go over this real quick, because I don't feel like spending a whole bunch of time on it. I done melody myself down, y'all, and I'm just tired of even talking about it. The whole situation with the end of, them arguing and everything, it was childish to me, especially the way Melody was acting. But she pulled your car off the break. You didn't even know she was gonna break this shit up on TV. She said, yeah, I talked to a friend and she told me you've been talking about me, girl. Okay, and she was like, what friend is that? She was like, you know exactly who I'm talking about, girl. Okay, and yeah, you tried to get this bitch and ruin this bitch, and this lady said she ain't gonna work for her, and you acting like, oh, it was some slight shit you said, it was vague that you even mentioned her, and that ain't no vague shit, bitch. You ran down how you ain't fuck with this bitch. Like, you cut this bitch with a knife with your words word, and this lady pulled out. Ain't nobody gonna pull out like that about no money venture, because this lady was about to make money too. And like I said, you trifling because you took money out of a child's mouth trying to get back at this bitch, and you gonna get your karma. So Melody brings up a friend to your enemy is a foe to you. Like, what? She's talking about that wasn't directed towards Destiny. Really, bitch. Okay? Because you keep using the word enemy. Okay? You keep using the word enemy and saying that Destiny was fucking with your enemy. So how are they not talking about you? Oh, I didn't even post that when we was going through it. Bitch, yes you did. And you thought nobody would add up the time and say that this is what it is. Yes you did. You did. You meant that. And now you want to back up. Bitch, and that's what I don't like bitches like this. You say something, stay to your word. Say you said the shit. You ain't got the balls to say you did the shit because you look fucked up. You ain't got no business saying the fucked up shit and doing the fucked up shit and thinking like that in the first place. That's why you can't even admit it and get your big girl draws on about it, because the shit is dumb. That's why you so bothered by Tisha. Yes, your enemy. And like, everybody is really using this word because that's a lot to say about somebody. That's my enemy. You know what I'm saying? And I just got a question. If that post wasn't about them two, who is it about? You never said who it was about, so who was it about? Because that post goes right with that situation that you going through with them too. You so fucking fake. And girl, you not hard to figure out at all. Like, you are not hard to figure out. I knew it was something about your ass. And this episode is telling it all. So Melanie is pissed because basically, you know, she's mad at Destiny because Destiny in the reunion was like, you know, you're a bad friend. Basically, she told the bitch you're a bad friend. So now Melanie is bitch, you look so weak. Got all these text messages. Bitch, first of all, she didn't even get the point that Destiny made in the beginning. Those are texts. They're not phone calls. Like, that's not intimate. You know, that's not personal. Bitch, you up there. That's how she is. She's stupid. You know what I'm saying? So you reading up all these goddamn texts. Half the shit I probably didn't even get. You know what I'm saying? Because we miss text all the time. Second of all, this bitch probably wasn't answering your text back because she started to see that you're stupid. Okay, so she probably ain't even want to be your fucking friend. And she probably was like, ugh, this bitch get on my goddamn nerves. So that's why she wasn't answering your text, because you're dumb. And then, like I said, bitch, you over here, because I'm not going to keep on going through this whole little pop with them. You keep sitting up there bumping your gums, getting louder and louder, calling this bitch aggressive, and you the one being aggressive, you know? But at the end of the day, you keep bumping your fucking gums about what she did to you and all this shit, when the whole point about it, bitch, fuck all that shit, okay? Because at this point, you took money out my goddamn child mouth by bumping your shit, your gums to this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So fuck all that other shit. Oh yeah, you talked about her teaching me, you told her that. Man, fuck all that, okay? I'd have told the bitch, let me tell you something. Don't you ever go behind my goddamn back and mention me. Keep my name out your fucking mouth, because the next time, I'ma stick my fucking foot in it. That's what she should have told the bitch and walked the fuck out and got in that motherfucking Mercedes-Benz truck she got and blast her motherfucking music. That's what she should have did. Because I'm not going to keep on sitting there listening to this bullshit. You telling me about how I ain't do this and I ain't do that. Bitch, you took food out my goddamn child's mouth. Okay, bitch? And now I really got a motherfucking problem. Fuck all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't say this, you ain't say this, we say this, and man, fuck all that. Because sooner or later, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my goddamn hands on you. But what you won't do is keep on talking about what the fuck I'm doing to you when you did the ultimate. Okay, y'all? So, yeah. This episode, y'all, I watched it 3 times, okay? And I really ain't need these goddamn notes, because I really could have just, like, went right off the top of my head, which I did anyway, because this episode, y'all, was telling, and I knew it. And this bitch probably ain't want this to air. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, she's, like, very manipulative. You know, very manipulative, sarcastic, you know, vindictive, like, all of the negative above, you know? And I really don't care for her, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I will not. Okay, Sassy ain't buying that makeup line, y'all. And then on top of that, not makeup line, the skincare line. And yeah, I'm not buying it, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, bitch, your skincare line just came out. Okay, honey, that shit just came out, but not even 2 or 3 months ago, and you got it up on Instagram a 30% off sale. Why, bitch? Because the shit ain't selling? Like, why is this shit already 30%? I'm not giving nobody a 30% cut off of my shit after I just put the shit up, after I just put it on the shelf. Bitch, you giving it away. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, I can go on and on, y'all, about this bitch. I do not like her. I'm glad Destiny and Tisha are friends. They need to stay friends. You know, Mark Taylor's done with the bitch. She need to get on the board to let him see his kids. It's over between y'all, you know. And I wonder, y'all, I told my husband, I wonder what Kimmy had to say about them kids not showing up at that book signing. I know Kimmy was like, ooh. They not going to ask Kimmy about no bullshit like that. They not going to ask because Kimmy going to say some shit that you going to be like, ooh. And it ain't even going to be nothing left to say after that. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit was so goddamn wrong. But at the end of the day, y'all, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, okay? Go ahead and leave y'all comments of what y'all think. And yeah, I will talk to y'all later, okay? On Marriage Bootcamp. Make sure y'all watch my Marriage Bootcamp review. It's really good. It's really smoking, y'all. I really had a lot of fun on that video. It's episode 3, I think. Yeah, and it's just so good, okay? I love Marriage Bootcamp. I like Marriage Bootcamp more than Love and Marriage Huntsville. I do. You know, I like the fact that they get to the root of marital issues or relationship issues, and then there's 2 doctors. Well, the doctor and the judge Tola is on there too, you know, tell them what they're going through and try to correct the situation. So I just really love Marriage Bootcamp. It's the best. And sometimes this one right here, y'all, Love and Marriage Huntsville, it'll be a drag because all this he said, she said this, and she said that. It's too much tick for tack shit, and it's hard to do notes when you gotta write all that down. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta kind of remember what everything was said and get to the point of what the argument is, because it's a lot. You know, but yeah, y'all, watch Marriage Bootcamp, okay? Because that's popping too, and that be getting like a lot of views. I got like 16,000 on one, another one was 10,000. Yesterday, I think I'm up to like 1,000, and I just put it up yesterday. So yeah, y'all, I'm growing. Okay, y'all, so I will see you ladies and gents later. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? Bye.